Year 10 Physics students. Today, in this tutorial, we will be discussing resistance calculations and working on two complex problems. For this activity, you would require an electronic calculator. So let's take a look at two different types of circuits, series circuits and parallel circuits. They have different formulae to calculate resistance. Why? In series circuits, the resistance is calculated one by one. RT equals R1 plus R2, and etc. Parallel circuits are calculated 1 over resistance. So 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus etc. So let's look at these two problems. Samantha, how many series circuits are here? And Jacob, how many parallel circuits are here? So, very good. So these two portions are in series to each other, but these two portions are in parallel to each other. In calculating resistance, it is very important to first calculate the parallel sections and then only the series sections. So now I would like you to use your calculator and let's work through this problem. So first step, number 1, and that is to calculate this portion, the parallel portion. So let's use this formula for parallel circuits. It's going to be 1 divided by 450 plus 1 divided by 900. Now let's see what that gives us. Now that gives us 300 ohms. Step 2 is to add the parallel section to the series section, as this parallel section is in series to the 100 ohms. So that's going to be 300 plus 100 ohms, which will give you 400 ohms. So the final answer is 400 ohms. So that is the simpler circuit. Now let's take a look at something more complex. So here you have two portions. Do not freak out. Here you have one complex portion and one 50 ohms. So in this parallel portion, there are really series, parallel, series. But these two are parallel to each other, and that's where it gets tricky. So let's take a look at the first step. Step number 1, the first parallel section. So the first parallel section is this section. So that's going to be 1 over 50 plus 1 over 50, which gives you 25 ohms. Then step number 2, you calculate the first series section, which is this portion, these two 50 ohms in series to each other, and that's going to be 50 plus 50, which is 100. Now step number 3, I want you to combine these two sections because they are in parallel to each other. It's very important you know the distinctions. So now we calculate the parallel circuit, right? That's going to be 1 over 25 plus 1 over 100, which is going to give you 20 ohms. So now we have the resistance of this complex portion. So step number 4, which is the final step, is to combine the two of them, right? So that's going to be, that's going to be 20 plus 70. Plus 50, because this is 20 and this is 50. So 20 plus 50 equals to 70. So this is a rather complex circuit, which can be easily resolved if the student realizes that these are parallel to each other, but this is in circuit and this is in circuit. And is that everything? That's good.